Settle back in your easy chairs and enjoy another delightful half hour with all the Nelsons. Ozzie Nelson, of course, plays the part of the head of the Nelson household, Ozzie. And here is his lovely wife, Harriet Nelson, who keeps the family on an even keel. Hello, Harriet. The smiling young teenager we now see is David Nelson, older of the two Nelson boys and played by David Nelson. And here we have the youngest of the Nelsons, the little guy with the twinkle in his eye, Ricky Nelson, played by Ricky Nelson. The Nelsons' next-door neighbor, Mr. Thornberry, better known as Ozzie's pal Thorny, is played by Don DeFore.
Hi, Harriet. Oh, hello there, Barbara. Well, look who's here.
Oh, I was just on my way to the market, and I thought you might like to see him.
Oh, how old is he now, anyway?
Almost 7 months.
Is that right? Whoever said time flies sure knew what he was talking about.
Oh, I hope you're strong enough. He weighs a ton.
Oh, I've had lots of experience. Of course, it's been some time ago, but I can remember. Oh, honestly, it doesn't seem like yesterday that he was born. Time sure marches on.
Oh, you're so right. You know today's our 3rd anniversary?
Oh, well, congratulations.
Well, actually, it won't be for a few hours yet. 4:35 to be exact.
Oh, well, congratulations anyway. Oh, what are you going to do about celebrating?
Well, I finally talked that husband of mine into taking me out to dinner. It's nothing spectacular, but it will be nice to have a little change of scenery.
Oh, well, golly, I'm all for it. As a matter of fact, Ozzie's promised to take me to the movies tonight for a change.
Well, good. How'd you work it?
Well, it was kind of a dirty trick, but I asked him while he was reading the paper at breakfast this morning. Because he won't remember it, but I got David and Ricky as witnesses.
Oh, well, good for you. Well, I better be going.
Oh, well, thanks for stopping by, Barbara. Take care of that big guy.
Oh, we sure will.
Bye-bye, sweetheart. And have a happy anniversary, Barbara.
Thanks, Harriet. Bye-bye.
Have you seen the boys?
Oh, they're outside playing football.
Boy, you should see the mess they left in the upstairs hall.
Oh, they were looking for their football helmet. Oh, say, by the way, have you seen my little yellow apron, the one with little flowers in it?
No, why'd you lose it?
Well, evidently, I can't seem to find it anywhere.
Well, why don't you retrace your steps? Just figure out what you've been doing.
Well, I was upstairs doing the vacuuming, and then I came downstairs to the kitchen. Oh, Barbara Benson dropped by. You should see their baby. He's the cutest little guy you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, I'll bet.
Dinner ready yet, Mom? Oh, not quite, dear. Hi, Pop.
Hiya, boys. Hey, who's responsible for that mess in the upstairs hall? Looks like a cyclone struck it.
See, Ricky, I told you.
Who told who what?
Who told whom what?
Whom what? What the heck is a whom what?
Look, never mind that. Now, who's responsible for the mess in the upstairs hall?
Well, David did most of it, Pop.
You did your share, too.
Well, I think both you guys are old enough to assume a little responsibility as far as the neatness of the house is concerned.
We're just looking for our football helmets, Pop. We'll straighten it up.
Yeah, we had to look all over before we found them. I was looking for my apron, too, but I didn't tear up the house doing it.
From now on, let's show consideration for the appearance of things around here, huh? Especially you, David. You're supposed to set an example for your little brother.
That's right, David. I'm surprised at you.
Quiet, Adeline.
Don't get personal. All right, now, you two, get on upstairs and clean up that mess in the hall.
Okay, Mom. Come on, let's go, Midget.
Careful what you say, David. I'm not going to stand here and take that sitting down.
Looks like you're sitting down already. Come on, let's go.
I wish I could develop a sense of responsibility in those guys.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it, dear. After all, they're pretty young yet.
Yes, I know, but it's pretty tough. You like to help your children out and give them a hand so they have a feeling of security and of being wanted. Yet somewhere along the line, they've got to assume some responsibilities of their own.
Well, first of all, you have to let them know you have some confidence in them.
Well, I have plenty of confidence in them in the long run.
You know, I think everybody likes to feel that people have confidence in them. For instance, when you make me a promise, I have complete confidence that you're going to keep it.
Well, naturally, it's... What did you have in mind?
Oh, anything. Like, for instance, the promise you made to take me to the movies tonight.
I promised to take you to the movies tonight?
You don't remember it?
Harriet,
Yes, dear?
remind me from now on to read my morning paper on the bus instead of at the breakfast table, will you?
Hello?
Hello, is that you, David?
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is Barbara Benson. How are you?
Oh, fine, thanks, Mrs. Benson. In just a minute, here's Mom.
Hello, Barbara.
didn't interrupt your dinner.
No, we're all finished.
Oh, that's good. Say, I'm afraid I walked off with your apron this morning. You must have left it on the carriage when you picked the baby up.
Oh, for goodness sakes, is that what I did with it?
Well, I'm sorry I didn't call you earlier, but we've sort of been in a little confusion here.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope.
Oh, the sitter didn't show up. She has a headache or something. Anyway, she didn't call till the very last minute.
Oh, that's a shame. Tonight of all nights. Say, I have an idea. Why don't I come over and stay with the baby?
Oh, of course not, Harriet. I wouldn't think of it. In the first place, you and Ozzie are planning to go to the movies.
Oh, Barb, I can go to a movie anytime. Why don't I come over right away and...
Excuse me, Harriet. I think the baby must have dropped his bottle. Hold on, will you?
What's the matter, Mom?
Oh, the Bensons are planning on going out tonight. It's their anniversary, and the sitter didn't show up.
Well, heck, I can go over there and stay with the baby.
Well, it's very thoughtful of you, David. I don't know.
Well, sure, I could take my homework, and I wouldn't have Ricky in my hair for a change.
Hello? Hello, Barb.
Well, everything's under control.
Say, David just had an idea. Why doesn't he come over and stay with the baby?
Oh, do you think he would?
He says he'll be glad to. He can take his homework and study right over there.
Oh, gee, Harriet, you're a lifesaver. That'd be wonderful.
Oh, we're certainly glad we could help out. I'll send him right over.
Oh, that's wonderful. Tell him thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Goodbye, Barb.
What time do they want me, Mom?
Oh, just as soon as possible, I guess, dear.
What's this?
Oh, David's going to do a little babysitting tonight.
No kidding. What's her name, David?
Not a she, it's the Benson's little baby.
Oh, you mean a baby.
Exactly.
And David's going to take care of it?
Why not?
Oh, brother, I pity the poor kid.
Oh, what's so hard about taking care of a baby?
Well, certainly, I think David's perfectly capable.
How come you're taking up babysitting all of a sudden, Dave? You trying to pick up a little extra pocket money?
Oh, no,
The
Pop.
Bensons planned on going out tonight, and the sitter didn't show up, so David volunteered to help him out.
Heck, I don't want to get anything for it. I'll do it for nothing.
He asked me, you're being overpaid.
Okay, wise guy. I'll go get the rest of my stuff.
Do you really think this is a smart idea, Harriet?
Oh, there's really nothing to it. He'll probably sleep most of the time.
Who, David?
No, the baby.
I'm all set.
Now, don't run now, David.
I won't.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, dear. Ricky, you better get out your homework.
Oh, gee, Mom.
Come on now.
Whiz. Homework.
Harriet, don't you think that's quite a responsibility for David to stay with a little baby like that?
Oh, I don't know, dear. You know, I think David has more capabilities than you give him credit for.
Oh, I know he has lots of capabilities, but I mean, this is something a little different. Suppose the baby should wake up and need to have his... I mean, you know, with all those pins and everything.
Don't worry, dear. Everything's going to be all right.
I hope so.
You promised to take me to the movies, remember?
Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? We better take Ricky down to your mother's, huh?
I'm right here, Pop.
Oh, honey, get your homework together. We're going to drop you off at Grandma's.
Well, I don't have any homework, thanks to David.
Did David do your homework?
No, he walked off with my pen and all my notebook paper.
Oh, well, I'm sure it was a mistake.
Heck, and I thought he was doing me a favor.
Well, why would he do a thing like that?
He's really very fond of me.
Well, yes, I know, but I mean walking off with your notebook paper and your pen and stuff?
And you know David, the absent-minded...
Well, if we're going to Rialto, we better go.
The Rialto? Well, that's way over on the other side of town.
Well, what's the difference? We're going to take the car, aren't we?
Well, yes, but suppose David should phone.
Well, what difference does it make? I mean, what movie we're at?
Well, I just thought in case of an emergency.
Oh, well, if you'd rather not go.
Oh, no. I'll go.
Are you sure?
Well, you're counting on it, aren't you?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, if you'd rather... Well, I'll do whatever you want to do.
Oh. Well, then why don't we sit here and worry... and wait for a while and make up our minds later on.
For goodness sakes, just sit down and relax.
Well, I am relaxed.
Well, then stop pacing back and forth like that.
Not pacing back and forth. I'm just walking around a little.
Well, next time you pass the coffee table, stop in for something to eat.
Oh, no wonder you've been out in the kitchen so long. These look like Toll House cookies.
They taste like them, too. Try one.
Thought we finished these off a couple of days ago.
Oh, those are fresh.
Oh. Oh, these are fine. If you don't mind my saying so, these are much better than that last batch you made.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they're not quite so soggy. Well, it's not exactly soggy, but I mean, these are crisper. Not so many walnut shells in them either.
Well, I didn't think there was anything the matter with the last ones.
Oh, no, they were fine. A little rough on the weaker teeth, perhaps, but they were very good.
You said they were very good. I thought they were.
Yeah, they were fine. I enjoyed them very much. These are even better. My watch must have stopped. You know what time it is?
10 o'clock.
Oh.
I'm sure David's all right, dear.
Well, of course he's all right. I just asked what time it is. Sure, a big boy like David can manage a 7-month-old baby. For goodness sakes, relax, dear.
Oh, I'm relaxed.
Besides, if anything should go wrong, you just pick up a telephone and phone us. They have a phone, haven't they?
Oh, sure. Barbara phoned this evening.
Oh, yes. I'm sure if the Bensons trust David with their tiny baby, we can have as much confidence in him as a couple of strangers. Not that they're strangers exactly, but David's a very competent lad. I'm sure he's capable of meeting any situation that might arise. Is that the phone?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, it must have been the Thornberry's phone. Say, you don't suppose David can't reach us and he's been calling next door at the Thornberrys, do you?
No, dear, stop worrying.
I'm not worrying, Harriet. For goodness sakes, there's nothing to worry about. There are plenty of kids David's age take care of babies. Kids even younger than David. He's got much more intelligence than a lot of boys his age.
I think so, too. What was the matter with the last batch of cookies?
Well, they're fine. I ate them, didn't I?
Oh, you eat anything I put in front of you.
What was that?
What was what?
Heard something just sound sort of like a baby crying.
It's probably the Thornberry's cat.
Oh, yes, that's what it was.
Besides, you couldn't possibly hear the Benson baby all the way over here.
Harriet, who said anything about the Benson's baby? I just said I heard something that sounded like a baby crying. For goodness sakes, dear, stop worrying.
I'm not in the least worried.
That's the way to talk. David's a big boy. It's about time he did assume a little responsibility. I mean, a thing like this is good for him. It's a wonderful experience. So forget it, dear. It's only the Thornberry's cat.
What is?
That noise you hear?
I don't hear anything.
Don't you? Sounds just like a baby crying. It's only the cat, though. It's a little stuffy in here.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'll step outside for a breath of fresh air. I always like to take a little walk in the evening before I turn in.
Since when?
Oh, whenever I think of it. Helps you sleep. I'll be right back. Is that a worried look I see on your face?
Yes, I guess it is.
Well, for goodness sakes, dear, stop it. There's nothing to worry about.
Well, I happen to think that there is. What was wrong with my last batch of cookies?
Hey, Oz. Is that you?
Oh, hi, Thorny, yeah.
Hey, what's the big idea of sneaking around in the middle of the night?
Well, I'm not sneaking around. Can't a man step out for a breath of fresh air? Is there any law against that?
Well, if you're going to be nasty about it, you can just go back in your own yard and breathe your own air. Any air on this side of the fence belongs to me.
It's just I'm a little upset about something.
Oh? What's the trouble?
Well, there's no trouble exactly. At least I hope not. David's over taking care of the Benson's baby tonight.
Well, that's nothing to get upset about.
Well, no, but it's quite a responsibility. I mean, babies are so young.
Yeah, I've noticed that, too.
Well, it's just that something's liable to... You know, you never can tell. Not that I don't have confidence in David.
Well, if you're worried, why don't we take a walk over there, see how he's doing?
By golly, Thorny, that's a wonderful idea.
Well, isn't that what you were going to do anyway?
Well, yes, but it's nice to have you think of it, too. I wouldn't want David to feel I don't have confidence in him. Kids should always understand that their parents trust them.
Well, we can think of some feeble excuse for stopping by.
Like what?
Well, we can say we were just out for a walk and decided to take a shortcut through the Benson's house.
Well, I'll think of something on the way over. Let's hurry, shall we?
What does Harriet think about all this?
Oh, she manages to cover her feelings pretty well, but she can't kid me. She's plenty worried. You know how women are.
Yeah, they're almost as bad as men.
Actually, I'm sure David's old enough and intelligent enough to take care of a baby. It's just if some little problem might arise, we can help him with.
Shall we ring the bell or break down the door?
The baby's probably asleep. Sure, there's nothing to get excited about. David's probably doing fine. Why doesn't he answer the door?
We better break it down.
Oh, hi, Pa.
Hello,
Mr.
David.
Thornberry.
Hi, David. Mr. Thornberry and I were just taking a little walk.
And I know a swell shortcut.
You mind if we come in?
Oh, no, come on in, Pa.
How's everything going, David?
Oh, fine, Pop. I finished 3 pages of my history composition.
No, I meant with the Benson's baby.
Oh, no trouble at all.
Oh, fine, fine. See, Thorny? Everything's going along great.
Yeah. You want some cookies, Mr. Thornberry? Mrs. Benson made them.
No, thanks, Dave. We're not hungry.
Well, speak for yourself, Oz.
Yeah, they
I'll try one or two.
Thorny, let's go in and take a peek at the baby, huh?
You better not, Pop. He's asleep right now.
We won't wake him up. Which way's the nursery?
In here.
Right here, Bob. Is it awful warm in here?
Seems fine to me.
Well, what do you know about it?
Well, I certainly know as much about babies as you do.
Shh, Thorny, please. It's a small baby asleep here. Sounds awful quiet, doesn't he?
Well, how long did you snore at the age of 7 months? Little girl.
Thorny, please. Scare the poor kid half to death if he wakes up and sees your big fat face leering at him.
Well, you're not Whistler's mother yourself.
Don't you think we better go in the other room, Pa?
For a while, that's right, Dave.
So, do you think anyone might have just picked him up for us?
Thorny, please. The baby's sleeping quietly.
I think we better go in the other room, Pa.
No, just a second, Dave. You know, I think that light is streaming in through the window right on his face, isn't it?
Doesn't seem to bother him, though, Pop. I think we better go outside.
David, please. I just want to pull down the sheet.
Well, I'll get us.
Oh, for goodness sakes, watch. There's a small baby sleeping here.
You're bumping the crib.
Well, now you've done it. You woke the baby up.
Me? You were the one that let the shade go.
Well, you wanted to pick him up. Go ahead, pick him up.
Oh, no, you don't. You woke him up. You put him back to sleep.
Let me do it.
That's all.
Well, I think I'll be running along.
Oh, no, you don't. You'll stay right here until we put this kid back to sleep.
You want me to sing something?
Are you kidding? He's making enough noise as it is. Why don't you pull the lamp on?
Don't pick him up, Pa. I put him to sleep before.
All by yourself?
Yeah, I got a system. I read to him.
Oh, David, don't be silly. He's a little baby. He doesn't understand what you're reading.
Well, it still works. I read to him from my civics book. Here it is. Article 1, Section 8. The Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States, to borrow money on the credit of the United States, to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among several states and with the Indian tribes.
There you are, Pop. Well, I'll be darned. It worked.
I figured if this stuff puts our whole class to sleep, it ought to put one baby to sleep.
Clever, Dave. Well, I guess there's nothing more we can help you with.
No, I guess not, Pop.
Come on, Thorny. Thorny, for goodness sakes. Yeah, here I am, back home at last.
Well, that certainly was a long walk you took.
Well, in fairness to everybody concerned, it was all Thorny's fault. I'd have been home earlier, but I practically had to carry him home and put him to bed.
What happened?
Oh, nothing happened. Well, it's silly for me to try and keep it a secret. Harriet, I did a very foolish thing tonight.
What did you do?
Oh, I wish I had your confidence in David. Well, I have plenty now, though. Thorny and I stopped by at the Bensons to see how David was making out.
Oh? And how was he doing?
No, fine. I'll tell you this much. It's a lucky thing the Bensons had David taking care of the baby instead of Thorny and me.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, you would have if you could have seen us. The baby woke up and started crying. Thorny and I had no idea what to do. But old David came through like a major.
Well, good for him.
You know, parents ought to have more confidence in their children. Well, you had plenty of confidence in David, but I had to walk all the way over there to reassure myself. While you sat home here, calm, cool, and confident.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it, dear.
Hey, I thought you lost your yellow apron. Here it is right here.
Oh, Barbara Benson found it. I'd left it on the baby carriage.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got it back. Oh, boy, I'm tired. I think I'll stretch out here for a minute.
Why don't you go upstairs to bed?
Oh, I'd rather wait here until David comes home. Boy, it'd be nice to be able to drop off to sleep as easy as a baby does, wouldn't it? Harriet,
Yes, dear?
did the Bensons stop by here tonight?
Well, no, not that I know of. Why don't you close your eyes and go to sleep?
If they didn't stop by here, how'd you get your apron? I thought Barbara had it.
Now, close your eyes and go to sleep, dear.
Well, I can't fall off to sleep that easily.
Well, maybe I can help you. Article 1, Section 8. The Congress shall have the power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and pay the debts and provide for
The part of Thorny was played by Don DeFore. Ozzie was played by Ozzie Nelson. Harriet was played by Harriet Nelson. David was played by David Nelson. Ricky was played by Ricky Nelson. Barbara was played by Barbara Nelson. Baby cries were by Mary Nelson. And the baby was, Laurie Callahan.